Hey folks, the leaves are changing. We've got a good amount of fog out there in the mountains. Today we're headed to a place where I've been before, and I didn't really find much, but I just got a tip that there might be another cellar hole right next door that I didn't know was there. So we're going to try to find that, spend some time there, and if we don't have any luck, then I actually have a plan B, but hopefully plan A is going to work out. We still have a ways left to go on the wheeler. Well, I had been contemplating all day whether I was going to attempt to cross this river, and I decided to go for it. I don't know why I didn't film it, but got stuck. Feet are all wet, up to my shins. Hands and arms are all wet. But we got through it. On with the adventure. Alright, well, we've arrived. I'm parking the wheeler because this puddle will swallow me whole. I already got stuck in it once this year, and Eddie had to pull me out. So he's not here today, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But that's okay, because we're pretty close. Check this out. There's the stone wall there. It continues up that way. We're actually going to follow that until we hit the original hole. Then my instructions were to walk about a half mile in the same direction and I'll come across another one. It pays to talk to locals, hunters, old timers, because they're the ones that know about these places. So anyway, we're gonna hike on up and see if we can find it. I don't know if you can see that. That's both good news and bad news. Good news is a nice big clearing with more than likely a cellar. Here's some stacked stone. Bad news is it doesn't look like we're going to be able to detect it based on all this growth I see. Actually, it might not be so bad. There's the big stand of weeds. And this is a giant cellar. Nice. Let's see, where can we swing around here? We could probably do it around here. Definitely out here. Looks like it's a little bit more accessible. Yeah, we can spend some time here. Nice, you excited? I know I am. It's hard to tell what the front of the building would have been. I've only got 3 sides to work with, so hopefully it was one of those. Alright, well, I just walked around the cellar, cherry picking nice high and mid-tones, and I didn't find any. A lot of iron. A lot of flat iron that's throwing good signals. I just found my first thing. That's a spoon, an iron spoon. Looks like it was plated at one point. And I actually did find this. Just eyeballed it on the surface. So I don't know what's going on with this place. I'm wondering if where I need to be is actually in all that goldenrod, but we're going to spend a little bit more time and see if we can find some stuff. So, I'm not sure I believe this. My first really good target here. This is a solid 84. You can see it. It's sitting on the surface. I mean, it's a coin. You can see the indentation of where it's been sitting. Can you tell what that is? Yeah, it's a large set. Can you tell what kind? Look. That is freaking unbelievable. It's another Liberty Cap. I found my first one ever 2 weeks ago. And there's my second sitting on the surface as a surface find. This one's in awesome condition. Can we get the date of this? Well, the last digit, most important, is of course hardest to see. 1790 something. Maybe 6? Man, look at that. This is in beautiful shape. Unbelievable. How the heck does that, how does that happen? So I've got this target here. And whatever it is, it's in this dirt clump. I can see no indication of what it might be. It could very well be a pop top or a button. What, do we see that? What is that? Oh, I think it is a button. Yeah, that's what it is. Does it have a shank? Whoa, look! You know, mid-1800s gold gilt buttons. It's always fun having a dirt clump with a mystery inside. Add another button to the collection today. I've got a relatively high tone here, 77. Kind of a button tone, but we'll see. Oh my God, it's a silver coin. Oh, look at this. Look at how small and thin it is. Oh my God, it's another half real. Holy shit. Unbelievable. I've been detecting, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And I didn't find my first real until 2 years ago. And now I found 5. Alright, let's get this sprayed off. Looks like this one's in beautiful shape. Let's see what the front looks like here. Alright, look at the toning on that. That's awesome. Looks like 1785 Spanish half real. Amazing. Amazing. Spanish half real. It's been a pretty good month, I'd say. I found 3 of these things. Unbelievable. Oh, amazing. Alright, well, I'll show you where I am. Maybe you can see the clearing. There's a stone wall, so I followed it, right? And then I started hearing a little bit of iron. I found the half real right over there. It's kind of a clearing. I don't know. There's found a couple buttons. Found some iron. I think it might be another home site. There's no evidence of stacked stone or anything. There is a break in the stone wall right here. Half real right there. And check this out. High tone. So, you know, if I had to bet, I'd say this was another coin. 78, 79. It's a little low for a coin, but it's a beautiful high tone. Let's find out. Nope, not a coin. So cool though. This is a half of a buckle. I've heard these things called baldric buckles. I've heard them called batwing buckles. Obviously it would be the same over here. That's cool. That's an old 1700 style buckle, which makes sense because I just found a half real right over there. But it seems like a good spot. Spend a little time here. All right, I walked 10 feet. It's a solid 80, nice and deep. Now, last time I bet that it was a coin, and I was completely wrong. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut this time. Yeah, it's a coin. Just saw it. Doesn't look like it's in great shape, so hopefully we can get some detail off of it. About this side here. Man, I don't know. All right, let me do a little work on it here. All right, it's a large cent. Man, I think that's a drape bust. You can see it says 1 cent on the back, and it's crooked. Here it says 1 cent, and you flip it, and the bust is on sideways. Pretty cool. Maybe when it dries out, we'll be able to make out the date. Not counting on it though. Pretty awesome. All right. Real and large scent came from right there. I just walked through the break in the wall. It's right there. And I have another high tone. 80. Solid 80, and it seems like it's super shallow too. Oh! I did it again! It's another one of these buckles. Ball jerk buckle. I'll take it. So I thought this might be worth noting. This is a blowover, obviously a tree, that got pushed over by the wind. And a lot of times one of these holes can be misidentified as a cellar by, hunters and stuff, folks that I talk to try to find out where cellar holes are. And when this rots away, all the stones that were in the roots will fall in a pile, which also can be confusing, looking for home sites. But one note is if you come across one of these in the woods and it's a fresh one, meaning it had just fallen over recently, these can stand back up again. You don't want to be underneath it when it does. There's a lot of reasons that could stand back up. It may be halfway it broke and it's just hanging on by a thread, and the root ball is heavier than the actual trunk of the tree. They'll shoot right back up. And if you're underneath that root ball, probably not getting out again. This one's an old one. I think we'll be safe. You can probably find some videos of that on YouTube. It's pretty crazy. You see them stand back up by themselves. Anyway, we're going to move on. Alright, well, this one just gave me a heart attack. It was a mid-tone. I assumed it was a button. But then I got it out of the hole, and like I saw that. It is a button. It's a tomback button. Tomback, of course, referring to the material that the button is made out of, not necessarily what the back looks like. It's a misleading word when they talk about buttons. Whoa, look at that. That's beautiful. It's got the shank on there, everything. A lot of times we lose the shank because it's iron. This one looks like it's brass. It's got a green color to it. It's already crumbling. Anyway, look at the design on that. It's pretty nice. Beautiful. Alright, I'm in the bushes here. I actually just found the tomback button here. That's a 76. I'm going to have to step this tree over so I can pinpoint it. 75. Let's see. It's another button. I think. Hang on a second. No way. It isn't a button, it's a copper. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, I've only cleaned off one side so far. But there's a Britannia of a British coin on the back. Date would be down here. Very skeptical we'd be able to get one. Let's see if we can figure out which direction the bust is facing. See if we can put a general age on this. There's just no detail left on the front. But we can positively identify it as a British halfpenny. I'll take it. It's cooler than a button, that's for sure. Awesome. Alright, we've got a pretty nice high tone here. 77. Let's see. It's a little disc. I don't see a shank. Could this be another coin today? That would be a little ridiculous. It's really small. I don't think it's a button. I do think it's a coin. But it's quite small and there is zero detail. So if I had to guess what coin that would be, it's either a half cent. It's super thin though, which makes me think that it might be British, might be a farthing. Never found a farthing, but I assume that they're roughly this size. So anyway, there's absolutely no evidence of a shank, so I'm definitely convinced it's a coin. Nice. Alright folks, I'm going to call it a day. And what a day it was. You know, I didn't think I was going to be able to top my 2 real day. I don't know if it topped it, but I definitely got more coins. All right, we have the half real, our 2 large cents. One is a Cap Liberty and one is a Drake bust, I believe. This is the mystery for sure British coin, and this is the mystery little one. You can see the size difference between a large cent there. A few buttons. That was my little Surface Fine glass button, little piece of suspenders. My 2 pretty buckles, and my big ol' Tomback button, which I did in fact break the shank on in my bag. People might think I'm joking here, but I swear I found all of these spoons today. I don't know why these people had so many spoons thrown out their door. This one has a hole in it to let the liquid fall through, maybe. This is a cool little pewter one. You can see it's falling apart, but that's like an old little spoon. Found the handle to it too. A couple iron ones. This is probably Tomback, just by the way it is still shiny. So, you know, it's funny how things work out. I didn't really find a whole lot near the actual cellar hole. I found a bunch of the spoons and the buckles and stuff. Did a little exploring, and I found what I'm pretty sure now is definitely a home site that didn't have a cellar, which are nearly impossible to find unless you are just detecting out in the middle of nowhere and looking for iron, you know, which is what we did. And it yielded 5 coins. Amazing. All right, folks, I had fun today. Hope you did too. Thanks for watching.